Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. What the thoughts, views, and opinions shared in the Flow Show, no filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Wow. Wow. I don't know who made that little beat. Happy Taco Tuesday. And let me come clean to y'all. I ain't had a taco in a long time. All these Taco Tuesdays coming and going, and I ain't had no burrito ever since they gave me that bean burrito with nothing but beans in it. I'm scarred for life. I'm scared they're going to give me another bean burrito when I order a beef burrito. Anyway, hello. Dropped my mic on the floor earlier, and it just got some dust or something on it. It's getting on my nerves. I hate having my mouth by dust, but I just got to get a new mic cover or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, because y'all be watching my shit and listening to it all kind of time. So all of the above, welcome. This is another edition of the Flow Show, no filter. Got to do somewhat of a little deep dive today on the Little Rod situation. Diddy done got more charges dismissed. Half the world saying that this is a big victory for Diddy, and the other half of the world is saying it's worse for him. So you know what we're gonna do today is we're gonna dive into all the details, as they say, the devil is in the details. I'm gonna give you all the details. We're gonna go over the whole situation, and then you decide. Does this mean Diddy is cooked more? Benihana style, wasabi style, cooked right in front of us? Or is this a big victory for Diddy? So we're going to find that out today. If I have some time, I want to bring some a little awareness. Justin Bieber is sending more cryptic messages. Hopefully I'm able to get to that today. Hope everybody is feeling good. You know, as always, I'm feeling great. People say I'm always happy. I don't know if I'm always happy, but I'm happy 99.9% of the time. And then the other 1% of the time is when somebody do some shit and I don't like it. And I don't like it. Speaking of I don't like it, before we get into this Diddy mess, because this is a deep dive, so we're going to be on Diddy for a while today. No Diddy. Why we get so grumpy when we get old, as we get old? Why we get so grumpy? And why we be in denial? See, I'm in my older age, I've embraced my grumpy old man stage. I swear, and I don't like it came from. I'm just I get off my lawn, I just cut my grass, don't walk on through it, all that. Yep, I'm old. But everybody don't embrace it like me. So did y'all see Omarion? Y'all remember the dancing touch, dun dun dun, touch. Y'all remember that song and all them songs Omarion had. What else he had? Oh, yo, chick, come close to me, hum something like it's supposed to be, whatever. So Omarion was, just before I get to that, I did bring this up. Omarion is performing, and I guess people are sitting down in like the first 10 rows, or people are sitting down. So Omarion goes up to the front of the stage with his microphone like, hey, stand the fuck up. Stand the fuck up. You at a concert. I'm telling you, stand the fuck up. Stand up. And I'm like, damn, bro, relax. Who pays money to come to a concert to get cussed out by the talent? It just... When we get old, we just don't have no patience for nobody, do we? Omarion come on the stage, ain't been on the stage 5 minutes and cussing out the crowd. Omarion, man, relax, man. You get older, You gotta realize you performing, just perform. People pay money to come see you perform, not to get cussed out. But that's how it is when we get old and we get grumpy. I like it. It don't bother me. I think once you get old, that's what part of being old. You got the right to not give a fuck. You just say whatever. You don't even care no more. I'm old. Sit your ass down. Stand up. When you old, you just don't like when people doing anything that you don't like. Sometimes you might just want. I remember my mom, I told y'all sometimes if it was just too many of us standing up in the house at once, my mom would just, y'all sit your ass down somewhere. It'd be like, why? I don't know. Just sit down. So, it's just part of when you get old. Embrace getting old. Ain't nothing wrong with it, y'all. And just say what you feel. The older you get, that's your right. That's what comes with being old as hell. I'm embracing it. I like that I can just say whatever. But anyway, speaking of saying whatever, this is the Flow Show, no filter. So the filter is off, and we about to get into this Diddy mess. It got a lot of people scared, a lot of people happy. And these are the type of stories that I like when they break, because then I get to come in here and just give you all the facts, and y'all tell me what the hell y'all think about it. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. But the public is definitely divided on this one. So what's going on? And also, don't let me forget to announce more tour information. I forgot yesterday. Y'all know sometimes I forget. I'm so busy trying to give you all the real info, y'all comfo, the Diddy news and everything else. Sometimes I forget my info. So don't let me forget today, y'all, to announce on the podcast some more tour information. So now, let's get into Mr. Mohawk Diddy himself. What do we got going on? Y'all remember the Little Rod case, the 30 lawsuit, the $30 million that Diddy was being sued for? He detailed a lot of stuff that went on at the Diddy mansion and Diddy world. All kind of nasty stuff. I don't got to repeat it to y'all. Just think of all the nastiest shit you can think of, and that will probably sum it up. Well, a lot of people believe that lawsuit has been the blueprint for the superseding indictment. A lot of people believe Lil Rod situation led to the raids. So that Lil Rod lawsuit is, I would say, up there as far as most important cases or lawsuits going on in the Diddy world. I would say that comes in second to Cassie. Cassie would be probably the most influential case or lawsuit that came across Diddy's desk. So Little Rod, we had some developments in the Little Rod lawsuit, and the judge dismissed half of the charges that was in the Little Rod lawsuit. And if you hoping and wishing for Diddy to be held accountable and justice to be served, you might want to tune in because some of these charges that were dropped, many feel might say something about the actual real trial, because a lot of these charges are kind of coinciding with each other. So let's get into this. Put your listening. I need your listening ears today. I'm gonna break down this Little Rod case. We're gonna break it down from the beginning to the end and see what the hell is going on with Diddy and what this means going forward. So in order to break it down, let's start. For those that don't know the particulars of this Little Rod lawsuit, we're going to break it down. And then we're going to break down what the judge has dismissed and what it means. So the Hollywood Reporter did a nice article about the Little Rod's lawsuit. The title of this article is How Little Rod's Diddy lawsuit went from a GoFundMe to a $300 million scandal. So this breaks it down. So let's get into it. So for years, It was remarks heard in certain corners of the music and fashion industry, specifically hip hop. Sean Diddy Combs emerged in the mid-90s, and for a while, he seemed to own it. The rumors of his excesses and tactics would bubble to the surface in a tweet. But what seemed implausible about such a high-profile player has now materialized into headline-making allegations involving sex trafficking under, younger people, forced spiked drinks, and compromising footage of celebrities that could be held as blackmail. Now, let's start in 2022, y'all. Grab my hand. We going on a walk today. Today we gonna breaking some shit down today. So keep your head on the swivel if you walking your dog. Like I always tell you, don't get so caught up in listening to me that you let a bad guy come get you and pick the poop up, please. So in 2022, Rodney Jones Jr., musician and producer, known as Lil Rod, he was hired by Combs to work on what will become the 2023 Love album. If y'all were watching Diddy and all of that in 2022, you remember he was making a big deal about bringing R&B back. Diddy was trying to basically rebrand himself as the R&B king. And he brought Lil Rod in to help him achieve that goal. So, since 2006, Jones had been into hip-hop production from his gospel. He come from the gospel world. So remember that about Lil Rod. He actually comes from the gospel world in music. And then he went on to do work with Diddy and others. In Chicago, he grew up playing music in the local church, sitting behind the drum kit. And this is when he was at the age of 5. By the age of 13, he was recording in studios in front of pianos, bass guitars, and in front of people like the Diddy Monster. By 18, Jones had performed on 30 plus albums. See, a lot of people, and that's why y'all come to the Flow Show, no filter. See, a lot of people are breaking down all the dirt, but we don't know nothing about Lil Rod, the actual person with this lawsuit. Breaking down this article, I'm sure a lot of people listening heard Lil Rod name, didn't know he came from a church background, didn't know he was doing music since he was 5 years old, playing instruments. So this just ain't no rag. This just ain't no Joe Blow Schmo who just woke up one day and started doing music and we don't know where the hell he came from or what type of guy he is. So keep that in mind as we break this shit down. By 18, like I said, he had performed on 30 plus albums. By 20, he moved forward to R&B and hip hop and had studio sessions with the likes of Jack Harlow, Mary J. Blige, and T-Pain. In interviews about his work, Jones' passion for music, production, and artistry is apparent. And I quote, "I love the whole creative process. I just love it," Jones told the outlet when asked about the joys of being an artist. "The best thing that could ever happen to me was having to fall and get back up. Look, whenever I lose, I try to figure it out. Why did I lose? How can I strengthen? How can I be better?" I totally agree with that. Y'all know I preach that every day on this show. Jones' complaint states that he was ultimately credited with producing 9 tracks on the album, on Diddy's album. The fruit of the 14 months ended in November 2023 when he spent time working with Combs in the studio. The album features a vast list of A-list guest stars. Over the year plus he spent helping make it, the artist and producer developed an unconventional relationship. Jones was living and traveling with Diddy, but he also became Diddy's videographer. He covered his day to day. Keep all this in your. I want you to remember all these certain facts, especially that he was his videographer. He went from being just his producer to his videographer, covering day to day. So he knew what was going on at all times. They were jet setting. He was around the biggest names. But what happened over these months? And how did it lead to a high-profile FBI raid on Diddy's properties? That is what we're about to get to. Jones' case was filed on February 26th in New York federal court. Little Rod Jones was seeking $30 million in restitution from the Diddy monster. In the lengthy filing, Jones levels damaging allegations against Diddy, saying that while working with him, he was sexually assaulted, allegedly forced by Combs to engage in sex acts. He was made to solicit sex workers. He was rubbed with a D, humiliated, and says he was repeatedly groped on his anus and genitals while Diddy was around. Jones also claims he is being cheated out of over $50,000 of work that he put in on Combs' album. And among his many allegations and accounts of troubling situations, the filing also state this: life has been detrimentally impacted ever since. And so, as you read this and you look, as we continue this article, you see that Lil Rod, despite Stevie J and different people trying to act like he just came out of nowhere, Lil Rod was around for a while. And if you're Diddy and you trust this man to be your videographer and he's your producer, obviously you have to have some level of trust for this guy. So, as we continue, Jones said he was cheated out of so much money. The mogul has also threatened the producer for more than a year, threatened his life, threatened if he ever try to come at him about the money or tell anything, he gonna do him like Tupac. It was scarcely seen in, but 3 weeks before filing the massive lawsuit, Jones had begun a GoFundMe, looking for financial help to take on Diddy, whom he indicated in no certain terms was ripping him off. So let me give you some context. So I've seen this happen, not just with Diddy. I'm not going to call out names, but other people with big money that hire producers and don't want to pay. People like Diddy, they feel like their payment is just you being around them. And so a lot of people who haven't been in these circles or seen the stuff that I've seen, you would say, well, Diddy has all this money. Why wouldn't he pay a producer? They all do this shit, y'all. And it don't make no sense, which is why they say the industry is cruel. I've seen people with just as much money as Diddy not pay producers who are struggling to pay their rent, working hard, and then somebody like Diddy will play games and not pay them. This is normal. So I'm just trying to let you know, because I do know there's a lot of people who haven't been close to the industry or close to people like Diddy and will say, well, why would he not pay him a producer? He has all this money. They do it all the time, y'all. You wouldn't even believe it. They do it more than you think. They do it. So let's continue. This is what he went on to say in the GoFundMe. I find myself fighting for my producer rates, money, publishing shares, and royalties for work done on this project. Jones wrote in his plea for funding. For the better part of the past 6 months, my team and I have extended every opportunity we knew possible to have these matters addressed and resolved fairly, but in private. However, Diddy's negotiating tactics to stall communication, dry out my funds, and have me negotiating out of desperation or without a real means of fighting back has forced me here. Again, I've seen powerful people with money do this all the time. It sounds unbelievable because you think somebody got millions and billions. You like, why wouldn't they just pay this person? Y'all, they do this shit all the time, which is why I'm here. Now, of the funding drives, $50,000 was the goal. $5,000 had only been raised by April 11th. Everything in Jones' complaint amounts to some crazy mess. Mr. Jones is nothing more. This is from Diddy's attorneys. Mr. Jones is nothing more than a con man, shamelessly looking for an easy and undeserved payday. We have indisputable, incontrovertible proof that his claims are complete fabrications. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored. We look forward to addressing these ridiculous claims in court and intend to take all appropriate action against all who are attempting to peddle them. And one thing I can say is Diddy's legal team, they said the same thing about Cassie. And then 5 minutes later, they were wiring over $50 million, allegedly. And so for Diddy, this wasn't just a one-off legal headache. He had all type of lawsuits coming in, as we know. We've been covering all of them, like a tsunami. Came in weeks after a settled case from Cassie. Like I told you, remember the two parties settled one day after she filed the explosive lawsuit about Combs raping her and ongoing physical abuse? Looking at these cases side by side shows similarities in the accusations leveled against Combs and similarities of how Combs' lawyers try to act like it ain't shit. And that's me talking. Y'all know they ain't say that in the article. The article goes on, Combs has denied all of the claims made against him. Lil Rod, he says Diddy says that Lil Rod is just for a quick payday. He said the allegations are sickening. The Lil Rod suit also names drop other major industry players and celebrities. Even Prince Harry makes a passing appearance in the filing. And since Jones went public, speculation has permeated all ends of gossip media. 50 Cent chimed in. Jay-Z got brought into the conversation. Abuse allegations surfaced against Young Miami. Young Miami, y'all know that's the rapper that was with Diddy for a minute. Lots and lots of people. Even Cuba Gooding Jr. If you remember, Lil Rod was the one that said Cuba Gooding Jr. I don't know if he grabbed his balls or something. He said Cuba Gooding Jr. did. He grabbed him and touched him or did some groping on a yacht. So there's a lot of names in this Lil Rod's lawsuit. Also, we get into the cameras. Lil Rod detailed the cameras and what the cameras caught and what the cameras detailed. So many different allegations all in one. And like I said, it's divided. Let's continue. So, out of all these names he name dropped, Cuba Gooding Jr., all of them nobody has really spoke out on it. The suit also alleged that the rapper and mogul had a habit of recording his guests. According to Jones' complaint, Diddy allegedly would hide cameras around his properties and was capturing the rich and famous engaging in private, trifling, nasty freak-offs. Jones now claims to have his own recordings from this capacity because he was the videographer. He said he has Diddy and his team engaging in serious illegal activity. This allegedly includes footage that Mr. Combs provided laced alcoholic beverage to youngins. And when I say youngins, you know what I mean. I'm talking in code. Sex workers. In the case's additional 25 pages filed in late March, Jones said he believes he was being groomed in an attempt to eventually be passed off to who I was just talking about, Cuba Gooding Jr. I told y'all we was going to be breaking some shit down today. Y'all look surprised. "25 pages suggested that Cuba wanted to get to know Mr. Jones better. Jones claims and describes an instance of being groped by the actor. We even get to Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram of Universal Music Group, and the rapper's son, Justin Combs, were also added as defendant in this lawsuit. In the March 27 update to this case, this is one of the most explosive lawsuits that have came Diddy's way in this whole debacle. Now, Lil Rod's allegations against Combs are set to play in court. And that's where we are right now. Because now the court has basically dismissed half of the charges that were listed in this Lil Rod lawsuit. Now, what charges are we talking about? Which charges got removed? Which charges stay? We about to get into that. And what I want you to do is you decide for yourself, does this mean Diddy is cooked? Or based on the charges that they dismissed and based on the charges they kept, is this a big win for Diddy? Because that's the talk about everybody. So now that I done gave you some context of the whole Lil Rod lawsuit and what's going on, now we got a judge that's saying majority of the claims in producers Rodney's situation have been dropped. So let's break that shit down. This comes from US Weekly or Us Weekly, whatever you want to call it. Majority of claims in producer Rodney Jones' sexual assault lawsuit against Diddy are dismissed. Article goes on to say multiple claims against Sean Diddy Combs in the $30 million lawsuit filed by music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones were dismissed Monday, March 24th, which was yesterday. In a February 2024 lawsuit, Jones accused Namogo of all the stuff we talked about previously. He also included Christina Coram and Justin. But in a court filing on Monday, New York federal judge Paul dismissed 5 of the 9 claims in Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit. Among the charges dismissed is a RICO claim. So there was a RICO claim in this lawsuit, and now the RICO claim has been dismissed in this case. That might be telling. Also, the judge claims he dismissed the claim that he wasn't paid for his work on Diddy's 2023 record, the Love album. Combs' alleged refusal to honor the contract with Jones is not itself a RICO act, even if the contract breached resulted from Jones's refusal to participate in Combs' alleged racketeering scheme, the judge wrote. This is per Rolling Stone. The judge also dismissed claims of negligent and intentional infliction of emotional distress and breach of contract. Diddy's company, Combs Global, was dismissed from a charge claiming violation, and trafficking claims against Diddy and Combs were allowed to proceed. Sexual assault and premises liability claims against the defendant will also proceed. So check it out. Already we see that some major parts of this lawsuit were dismissed. You know, the RICO, that's major. The paying of not paying him. See, that's not something you really could, you know, put in a RICO. If somebody don't pay you, that ain't a RICO. That's basically what the judge saying. But some serious charges remain. And the serious charges that remain are the trafficking claims that are against Diddy and Christina Combs, Diddy's chief of staff. Also, sexual assault and premises liability claims against the defendant will also proceed. To me, that's huge. Because if they have grounds to keep the part about Diddy and Christina Combs engaging in trafficking, oh, that's big. To me. Let's keep going. They say a win is a win. Playtime is over. Now it's time for discovery. This is Tyrone, Lil Rod Jones's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn. Us Weekly has reached out to Diddy, but no response. So, according to court documents, the harassment and assault included consistent, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his ass. At the time, Diddy's attorney denied everything, and they are moving forward. But for her part, Christina Combs last week denied claims. We went over that. Remember, we talked about Christina Combs came out denying, saying she didn't help Diddy. She basically is not the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein. She went on to say 4 months, horrific accusations have made me put me in various lawsuits. And also these false allegations, this is Christina Combs talking, these false allegations of my involvement are causing irreparable and incalculable damage to my reputation and to my emotional well-being. She goes on to say, I haven't trafficked anybody, nor have I rugged anybody, with a D. She went on to continue, the idea that I could be accused of playing a role in or even being a bystander to the grape of anyone is beyond upsetting, disturbing, and unthinkable. This is not who I am, and my heart goes out to all the victims of SA. I'm confident that the allegations against me will be proven to be untrue. Sounds like a lot of word salad. Because if y'all remember, we heard Christina, literally, we heard her voice in those voice notes or text messages, telling people to clean up and do this and all that. Like, she is the freak off coordinator. And so all the stuff she says is never, she can't believe people think that. And she don't understand how people can think she will be caught up in this mess. Well, Christina, the judge, agrees with us. The judge over this lawsuit threw out RICO, threw out numerous charges. So let you know, if it wasn't credible, that judge was tossing it. But that judge probably kept the most incriminating and the biggest part of the whole lawsuit. The part about you, when I say you, I'm talking about Christina and Diddy work together to traffic, and that's what Christina was getting paid to do, allegedly. And so after breaking down Lil Rod's lawsuit, we know all the stories that we talked about before. Lil Rod saying that Diddy would be naked in the bathroom and having meetings while he's sitting there asshole naked. He having meetings about music and shit. Just nasty. So knowing with all that, I'm on the side of thinking that this ain't as big of a win for Diddy as he think. Now the Rico situation, hey, that's good for him to get out of that. I mean, as far as Diddy, that is a win. But the fact that the judge kept the part about Christina Korm, who is Diddy's chief of staff, trafficking with him, and didn't throw that out, that got me paying attention. And if y'all remember, I said Christina, I believe, is going to be a huge part of this case. I believe she's going to be called to testify. I believe she's already working. You know why I know she's working? Anytime you have evidence that the person is involved, black and white evidence, we hear her voice. She coordinated the freak offs and the Wild King Nights or whatever the hell they want to call those little trifling shindigs. Whatever, but she is on the same breath talking about she didn't do anything. She would never do anything. She wouldn't be a bystander. So in her mind, she don't even know why Diddy locked up. In her mind, she's playing like the naive role. So anytime you see somebody who has kind of caught red-handed, but at the same time saying they didn't do anything, oh, you can bet your bottom dollar. You can bet your bottom dollar that they about to be telling, singing, get them the microphone, and they gonna start singing. Barry White, Luther Vandross, Prince, Michael Jackson, pick any of them, they're gonna start singing just like that motherfucker. So I'm calling it now. Watch Christina be a star witness in this case. And so I don't know what y'all think as far as the Lil Rod situation. Do y'all think that's a huge win for Diddy? Or do you think, like me, the fact that the judge actually kept the lawsuit and the charges in the lawsuit of saying that Christina Korm and Diddy did trafficking together, I think that's pretty huge. I think Diddy would have liked if that got thrown out too. I mean, that's a major one. That's what everybody's paying attention to, the trafficking aspect of this whole thing. So we're gonna definitely continue to watch this Lil Rod situation and figure out where Diddy Monster goes from here. And stay tuned. But we got another update of one of the cases that we've been following. I've been covering. Got me banned on TikTok. The Luigi. So they still running Luigi through the ringer. And anytime we have an update on the Luigi Maggioni case, y'all know I'm gonna bring it to y'all. This is one of the most important cases of 2025. Diddy is one. This Luigi case is has a lot to do with how our healthcare is going to look going forward. This case right here is basically healthcare versus the people. The people, meaning me, you, us, we trying not to get screwed. The healthcare industry is trying to continue to screw us. In between all that, we got this guy named Luigi who has become the poster child for this movement. this movement of that we're tired of this shit. And that's what you see going on in this Luigi case. So what's going on right now, Luigi is fighting for the ability to use a laptop or to have his laptop so that he can research and fight this case. For those that don't know, really quick, Luigi Mangione is the suspect in the case where the Brian Thompson, the healthcare United Healthcare CEO, was gunned down in basically broad daylight, New York. And they saying that Luigi is the one that did it. Public is on Luigi's side because the healthcare industry has been ridiculous. The healthcare industry is diabolical. So let's check out what's going on with Luigi. And I think, didn't they give Diddy his ability to use his laptop? So I'm pretty sure Luigi should be granted his ability to use his laptop or have his laptop so he can defend himself as he works with his attorneys. But I'm telling y'all, this is a crazy situation, this Luigi case. So check it out. This comes from Fox News. I told y'all I spread it around. I don't know, some of these publications, I have certain publications I really don't like, but I don't want to use just one publication, so I try to mix it around. So today I'm using Fox News for the Luigi situation. It says Luigi Mangione wants a laptop in jail cell to properly help him prepare his defense, according to his lawyer. A court filing made public late on Monday showed that Luigi wants a laptop for legal purposes, according to the Associated Press. His lawyers proposed that one be configured for him so that he can view documents and other materials related to his huge murder case. Prosecutors with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office are frowning on the laptop request. What the hell is y'all frowning about? See, this is what the hell? A man can't have a fucking laptop. Prosecutors are frowning at a laptop request for somebody trying to defend themselves. Let me continue before I get turned. They about to put me on 10. I ain't even a third of the way through this month. Okay, so as they say, witnesses have been threatened, according to Luigi's lawyers via the AP, through the defense, even though these alleged threats have no connection to Luigi. So basically, they are blaming Luigi for witnesses being threatened because people don't want to see Luigi go down. The people want to see the shady ass United Healthcare system go down. So let's continue. And I think we will have time to discuss a little bit of what's going on with Justin Bieber, because I'm looking at the time. We're doing pretty good today. So get through this Luigi update, and then we're going to go into the Justin Bieber situation and go from there. So if Luigi is approved to have a laptop, it will be extremely limited with no access to the internet, games, movies, or other entertainment, according to the court filing. He would, however, have access to more than 15,000 pages of documents and thousands of hours of videos related to the case. Now, if he is not approved, he can view all of the same material when he meets with his lawyers. But they argue that there are not enough visiting hours in the day for Luigi to do what he needs to do to properly help prepare a defense. Now, if y'all remember, I told y'all that they're going to do everything they can to throw the book, the kitchen sink, and everything else at Luigi to try to make a point to us that y'all just sit down and relax. We, as the health industry, are going to continue to screw y'all over and we're gonna show y'all how much we trying to screw y'all over, because we're gonna try to screw over this case and make sure that this is not a fair trial. I'm watching this laptop shit like a hawk because, first of all, Diddy is able to have his laptop, and not even just because of Diddy. I think you should be able to have a laptop, especially if they configure it where you can't get online and do stuff that they want to do for the protection. I'm with all that. But give Luigi a damn laptop. He fighting for his life. He looking at life, maybe death. I don't know. You mean to tell me I can't have a fucking laptop to fight for my freedom? No. So we're gonna pay attention to this. I want to know what the outcome of this is. Because it sounds like I already told y'all, the fix is in. They are looking at this case as a way to send a message to us. And the message is, we don't care what happened. We are going to continue to get over on y'all when it comes to this healthcare situation. But the thing I like about the people is the people been standing up. And y'all know that Luigi got what, over $400,000 towards his defense. People are just behind him. And I told y'all, before it even came to this laptop thing and other situations, they are going to try to do whatever they can to railroad the shit out of Luigi. So we just got to do our best to keep the awareness up, keep watching this case, and pay attention to everything. Because if you notice, it's like a secret. Like, not many people are even talking about Luigi. I'm going to continue to talk about it and bring awareness to it, because it's an important case. It's not about gossiping, or it's not about just being a pain in the system's ass. We just know that this is an important case, and we know how our government likes to paint narratives, control the narrative, and just do us any kind of way. And it's good to see that we're not fucking going for it. And I appreciate y'all for bringing awareness to all the stuff we talk about, because this is one of the ones that I'm going to continue every freaking update that come. I'm going to let the world know what's going on with Luigi. I'm not telling nobody how to think. I'm just giving you the information so you can think. And given this information, we, for the first time, I don't think, let me check and make sure, but we don't have a subscribers of the day today. But I want to encourage everybody to subscribe to the podcast. Help us keep the lights on, and help us continue to bring truth, keep truth alive. And the only way we can keep truth alive is by y'all subscribing. The subscription link is in the description of the notes, however you're listening or watching this. If you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, look in the description. You'll see the Buzzsprout link. That is how you subscribe to this podcast. Also, grab you some And I Don't Like It merch and the Flow Show No Filter merch on my site, andidon'tlikeit.com. That's my Shopify. Check it out. It supports the movement, keeps it going. And like I told y'all, subscribe now. Don't wait to subscribe when the Diddy trial. Don't wait till end of April to subscribe, because the subscription price will be higher then, as we will need to pay for the back and forth trips to New York, because I will be going inside of the courtroom. Like I told y'all, I'll be able to describe the back of Diddy's head. I might even go in there with a piece of paper and them drawing. You know how they have those people drawing? I might just draw some shit in there, because, you know, my memory, I could remember stuff in my head. So I don't have to write too many notes, but I might draw a picture of Diddy for y'all. But yeah, in all seriousness, make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all know we're going to be the leaders of the whole Diddy trial. All the Diddy information. I have a correspondent who covers all of these cases, and he is in the trenches on every last case. He's in the courtroom. He's outside the courtroom. He's shoving cameras in people's face, asking questions. His name is his name is Dennis. He is very aggressive, and I've been knowing him for quite some time, and he is like a big bro or uncle to me. And he is going to make sure that we have all access to the Diddy trial. So make sure you subscribe. Also, don't want to forget, before we go to the Justin Bieber situation, the tour. I need more people. I've been getting a lot of feedback, but I need more feedback right now. The cities that I'm hearing from the most, and those are the cities that we will definitely be lining up first. We got Detroit, Las Vegas, Chicago. I'm gonna say it again: Detroit, Las Vegas, Chicago. They've been representing, so those will be definitely top 3 on the tour. I've actually been hearing a lot of people from New York and LA, of course. So New York and LA is there too, but everybody in between, y'all need to send me some messages. I've been getting a lot of messages from like the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina. So continue to pour them in, because as you let me know where I need to come, this is how I'm mapping out the whole tour. So as of right now, the fans that are being the loudest are my Detroit fans, my Las Vegas fans, and my Chicago fans. So y'all are on the thing. So definitely, y'all, the Flow Show No Filter tour. I'm doing a live broadcast in your city, meet and greet, question and answer, karaoke, good music, good vibes, kind of like a 90s vibe type of thing. We're going to have a good time. The main goal of the Flow Show No Filter live tour is to bring good fun back. Just a good fun, good vibe, a place where everybody gonna feel comfortable, kind of like this podcast. So look out for the tour, whether you DM me, whether you leave it in the comments, whether you put it in the fan mail, however you contact me, or if you in the And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook, let me know where I need to come to. I need to hear from you, so I appreciate that. So let's keep it moving. We like to keep it moving. Justin. Damn, Justin. Every time, it's getting to the point, and I could imagine how he feels. It's getting to the point where, like, once a week at least, Justin Bieber is dropping some cryptic message that got us all wondering, what is he talking about? And this week didn't disappoint. So I don't know if you saw it, but Justin Bieber got everybody up in arms last night. And what happened? Well, what happened was he shared a cryptic Instagram post. He got like almost 300 million, 500 million followers. And the first image shows shipping containers. But when you zoom in, you can see a small baby seen lying on a blanket. Then there's another image of a childhood photo of Bieber, accompanied by the caption, "I have anger issues, but I want to grow up and not react so much." Is he trying to tell us something? Well, I did some digging of the post, because I can tell, I feel like Justin Bieber wants to say stuff that he can't say. And he can't say it for different reasons, for a variety of reasons. He can't say it perhaps because of legal reasons. He might not be able to say what he wants to say because of intimidation or threats towards his life, his wife's life, his family, whoever, children. But whatever the reason is, I really get the vibe that he is trying to say as much as he can without overstepping whatever boundary he has been given. Because when I did some research on that, and I found this out. The scene of the shipping containers is from the movie The Transporter. Do y'all know what the y'all remember the movie Transporter? It came out in 2002. This was Mohawk Diddy era. This was, early 2000s. The Mohawk was out of control. And people always ask why I call him Mohawk Diddy. If you remember, Mohawk Diddy was unstoppable, a menace. Mohawk Diddy once ran a 30-mile marathon for charity on a bum knee and a torn Achilles or some crazy made up mess. And I think he ran 30 miles in, I don't know, a day. I don't even remember, but the story is of folklore. It's like the Mohawk Diddy in early 2000s was out of control. That's why I call him Mohawk Diddy. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Every time I think about the early 2000s, I think about that damn Mohawk. So, 2002, this movie comes out called The Transporter. In this film, the main character, Frank Martin, played by Jason Statham, is a professional driver who transports goods without asking questions. One of the iconic scenes involves him discovering human cargo inside a shipping container. Y'all ain't listening. Let me back it up for those that weren't listening, because I know it was a few of y'all that wasn't listening, because we all got attention span problems, including me. So let me go back for those who drifted off. In 2002, there's a film called The Transporter. In this film, the main character is a professional driver that transports goods. One of the iconic scenes involves him discovering human cargo inside a shipping container, which matches the imagery in the photo. The caption mentioning, "Are you ready to?" But it doesn't say what. So, is it just a coincidence that Justin Bieber left a cryptic message and left these cryptic pictures? A picture of a transporter, a picture of a shipping container, then a picture of a baby watching it laying on a blanket, and then a picture of young Justin Bieber. And it just so happens that the movie Transporter involved people transporting bodies, could be kids, children, who knows, transported them, and a lot of people didn't know what was going on. That's a hell of a cryptic message from Justin Bieber. I can't say exactly what it means, but I can tell you it's definitely something to it. I don't think it's a coincidence that he used the movie The Transporter in that cryptic message. So I don't know if it's because we're getting closer to trial time. I don't know exactly what's going on in Justin Bieber's world right now. It could be a million things. But I do know we are getting these type of messages that we have to decode. We're getting them once a week now. And it seems like they're coming more frequently as we get closer to this Diddy trial. So if you support victims, if you're a Justin Bieber fan or any of that, go check out his page. Tell me what you think about the post. I think it's definitely worth taking a look and seeing what you see in it. Like I said, I see the movie Transporter. We know Transporter, people were being found in shipping containers. And the people who were driving them didn't even know that there were people in there. Some of them, I don't know, some of them might have knew, some of them didn't know. But we definitely need to keep a close eye on Justin Bieber. Definitely. But before we get out of here, let's see, make sure if today is one of those days. I think I finally didn't forget anything. Let me make sure. Let me go through my notes. Wow. See, this is why I go through my notes. One last thing. I don't know if y'all remember Jam Master Jay, but this is just some quick information I want to throw out there for all the hip hop heads, all the Hollywood heads that have been following all these mysterious deaths. Well, Jam Master Jay was one of the original mysterious deaths. Jam Master Jay was most known for he being a DJ of Run DMC. But a lot of people don't know. Take out that old stuff. He had some new stuff he was tied to. Jam Master Jay was the person who taught 50 Cent how to write a rap song. I repeat, because you know I told you this for entertainment and educational purposes. I'm here to educate. I know for a fact there are a lot of listeners that did not know Jam Master Jay taught 50 Cent how to write a rap song. 50 went to Jam Master Jay. He didn't know anything about bars, 16 bars. He didn't know anything about hooks. He didn't know anything about verses. He didn't know none of that. Jam Master Jay taught 50 Cent. Oh, yeah. So y'all, when you come here, you're going to learn. Like I said, that's the thing about when you listening to somebody covering the culture who've been living the culture. It's stuff that I know and I'm going to bring up just in natural conversation that these other podcasts and YouTubers ain't going to bring up because they didn't live the culture. I lived the culture. I lived, ate, slept, and breathed the culture before I even knew I would be recovering the culture. So what happened to Jam Master Jay? He was mysteriously killed. Everybody loved Jam Master Jay. He was one of those people that when he was killed, everybody was like, what the hell? He's like, who would kill him? And so just so happens that the person who was finally picked up, and this is why conspiracy theories, you have to pay attention to them because a lot of times they are conspiracy until they're found to be true. Then they're not conspiracy anymore. And me and a lot of us knew that there was somebody close to Jam Master Jay took his life for silly, stupid reasons. And this person actually got away with it for about 20 years. This is Raider Online. Really quick, this is just an important case. It's funny that the person who killed Jam Master Jay is also 20 years later serving time with Diddy and Luigi. Ain't it crazy how this stuff works? So the person who slayed Jam Master Jay after 20 years finally was picked up and he's serving time with Diddy and Luigi. But the news is he done got poked up in there. And I can't say that I'm mad. And so just to give y'all a little update, Carl Little D. Jordan, age 41, who managed to elude punishment for over 2 decades, quickly got a taste of jailhouse justice when he was shanked in a brawl at notorious Brooklyn lockup that also cages Sean Diddy Combs and Luigi Mangione. And I don't condone violence, but I condone this violence a little bit. I condone this violence a little bit. I don't condone violence, but like I said, I condone this violence a little bit, just a tiny bit. Because why the fuck did you kill Jam Master Jay, Carl Little D. Jordan? And not only did he kill him, but he was able to be free for 20 years after he did it. Because everybody was saying it was a conspiracy that we were calling out this person from the very beginning. I thought he would never be taken in. And here we are 20 years later, and his stupid ass getting poked up. And that's what his ass get. And like I said, I don't condone violence. I just condone it a little bit in this case. It's a little bit. A source inside the Metropolitan Detention Center said Jordan, who is expected to recover, was likely the target in a brutal attack and now will presumably be put in protective isolation as he is still a marked man. He ain't gonna make it. The people love Jam Master Jay. I'm gonna say it again. He taught 50 Cent how to write a song. 50 Cent is a treasure to us. How much free entertainment has 50 Cent given all of y'all? I'm just trying to give it some context because people don't be acting like they don't be putting enough respect on Jam Master Jay's name because he from that old school era, and we like to just dump our old people and just move on to the new people. We love Jam Master Jay. And it pisses me off that the person that took his life was able to be free for 20 years. But he ain't gonna make it long in that New York prison, y'all. And to this day, do y'all know this guy Jordan? And this is how how misguided our youth are. Jam Master Jay was a man of the community. Jam Master Jay taught not just 50 Cent, but all rappers. He had an open door policy at his studio. Just a good guy. Good man. And do you know this little fucker Jordan took him out when he was only 18 years old? I'm talking about Jordan was 18. Imagine being a grown-ass man helping the world and being gunned down by an 18-year-old who you had been trying to help. Let me give you some more context. This wasn't a random killing. This was someone that Jam Master Jay looked out for. And his reason for killing Jam Master Jay was because this 18-year-old felt like he was cut out of some phantom cocaine deal. He broke into Jam Master Jay recording studio while the great was in there recording and making music and doing what he loved. He broke in there and gunned him down. And he was finally brought to justice because an onlooker, a witness, finally stood his ground and told detectives and police what he saw. So many people feel like this creep escaped justice, but he's finally in. And I hope he I hope he in there for life if he make it, because I'm gonna tell you one thing, not only just us, but New York especially love Jam Master Jay. Which is why I had to bring it to y'all today. I'm glad that I had time to tell y'all about that situation, because that is one of the original mysterious cases. I remember it like it was yesterday when it came across the TV screen that Jam Master Jay had been killed. It was like, huh? How somebody that don't bother nobody. But karma a motherfucker, and they poking him up in that jail left and right. But we're going to wrap it up right there today, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Make sure you subscribe to the Flow Show No Filter. If you want to join me live in the live studio audience, come check me out live on YouTube at 7:30 a.m. when I'm recording it. Y'all know I keep it so real with my community. Y'all see the podcast live, and when it's done, I don't have to edit it. I don't take nothing out. Y'all see it all. So appreciate it. Apple and Spotify. Check out the Flow Show No Filter on Apple and Spotify. As you know, we just crossed the 100,000 downloads threshold, which makes us a powerhouse in the podcast game. The Flow Show No Filter top 5%. As always, I love y'all. But I'm out. Justice for Jam Master Jay. Woo! Another one done. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Won't. Another one bites the dust. We got another one, y'all. Let's get Apple and Spotify together right quick. What do we have here? All right, y'all. So I'm getting Apple and Spotify together. How's y'all feeling today? Thank you, Nadreema. Thank you, Diamond. Y'all know I try to bring it. Y'all know I try to bring that heat every day. I ain't gonna turn on this microphone if I ain't gonna bring the heat. Oh yeah, we gotta do a huge celebration. 500K is gonna be a huge celebration. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Diamond. Always, Lauren. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love to sing. Y'all know I love music. Oh, you always gonna keep JB. I've always been a big JB fan. To be honest, I've always been a big JB fan. I loved his voice always. Like I said, his song "Lonely" is one of my all-time favorite. So appreciate all of y'all. Let me get Buzzsprout going. Hold on, give me 1 second. Come on, 325 open. All right, Apple and Spotify is loading up. Thank you, mini me. Yeah, I love being an early morning show. I'm an early morning person anyway. A lot of people be like, you would have even more people if you did it in the evening, but I don't want to do it in the evening. I like doing it in the morning, so we're gonna always have a morning show. I love the mornings, and nobody else does a show in the morning. So we will be the only morning show because most people in our world don't really get up this early. So I use it to my advantage. Oh yeah, that song is very emotional, Shauna. C-Tuck, what you know about Hutch? Thanks, Lauren. Lauren said this was an awesome show, Flo. For real, you're doing great. No wonder you hit 100K independently so quick. You're one of a kind, my dude. Appreciate that, Lauren. Oh wow, y'all. This is sad. We got sad news, y'all. Thursday will be Mini Me's last day in the live because she returns to work Friday, y'all. Mona, we're gonna be sad. This is for my homie. This is for my homie. No, Mona, you gotta tell your job. You gotta tell your job that they gotta give you a break from 7:30 to 9:30. You gotta tell them we got something important that we do at 7:30 to 9:30. Shauna, you don't know that song. Shauna, you don't know that song. That's a hood classic. It's not gonna be the same without Mona. It ain't gonna be the same without Mona. I'm sad. This is for my homie. Oh yeah, y'all. What a good show. I'm glad y'all enjoyed today's show. I'm glad that what's his name? What's the guy name? Jam Master Jay. I'm glad to update everybody on Jam Master Jay because you're not gonna hear that from nobody else. Guarantee you're not gonna hear nothing about Jam Master Jay from nobody else. I guarantee you that. They only cover what everybody else covering. Dang, she can't even use AirPods, y'all. Whatever. Hey, Shauna, you must have just looked up the you must have just what you call it, Shazammed it. You must have just Shazammed it. Yeah, hey, look. Hey, Mona, you gotta tell them every day. You gotta tell them it's emergency. Emergency just happened at 7:30, and the emergency will be over at 9:30. Who gonna remind me? You gotta tell them who gonna remind me. Who gonna remind me to upload the show? Cause Mona always remember. The Apple and Spotify, they not gonna get their show. They gonna be like, Flo done forgot because Mona done went back to work. Shauna Finney. In that gangster lean. In that gangster lean. In that gangster lean. Yes. So what we got, y'all? Hey, look, this is gonna be a sad week. We only got Wednesday, Thursday. We only got 2 more days with Mona. See, nobody, because they not, man. They not gonna talk about. They just talk about what everybody else talking about. People just talk about what everybody else talking about. They not talking about Luigi. They not talking about the update in Jam Master Jay. They only talking about Diddy because everybody. I was talking about Diddy when nobody was talking about Diddy. That's why people try to say is, man, you just talking about Diddy. I'm like, man, I was talking about Diddy when y'all wasn't talking about Diddy. When y'all thought it was just celebrity gossip, I was talking about Diddy. Now everybody want to talk about him, and then y'all want to say, I'm just talking about him. Nah, I've been talking about him. I don't talk about what everybody talk about. I talk about what needs to be talked about. So, like I said, I was covering Diddy when people thought it was just gossip and didn't think that Cassie had a chance. I was talking about it then. People wasn't talking about it. They thought it was just gossip. They thought wasn't nothing gonna happen to Diddy. They thought it was a waste of time. Then all shit started hitting the fan. Then here come everybody covering it. Then they want to say something about me for covering it. Mona, we ain't gonna like that. Exactly. And see, that's what Kingdom, from the time I started, I realized that I don't want to be one of those people that just talk about what happened, what's trending every day, and just keep moving on to the next case and next case. Because I think that don't do nothing. That's just somebody who just want to talk. So when I talk about a case, we gonna see that motherfucker all the way through. That's why I don't just talk about stuff and just move on. I kind of stay, and that's been my, even on social media, that's been my approach. is not just not just announce something that happened in the case, but actually cover it all the way through, especially if it's an important case. So yeah, that's been my secret to my success, and I'm gonna just let them keep doing what they're doing. But people enjoy what I do, and I just don't, because to me, that's the difference between gossiping and actually really covering a case and having impact. Gossiping is you just talk about it and move on, and every day you wake up and just say whatever the new trending story is. So tomorrow you wake up and say this happened, that happened, and the next day this happened, and you just keep moving on. To me, that's more like gossiping. When you cover it and trying to get solutions, giving the people every single update and covering the case all the way through, that ain't no gossip. That's impactful shit. And we here to make an impact. So I've never been the one. Other people can do that. I don't talk against it, but I ain't just gonna be waking up covering shit, talking about everybody's bad news, and then just keep going on to the next bad news and the next bad news and don't even update. I would never do that. So we're gonna continue to cover that Jam Master Jay, that breaking news, that just happened. That just happened. All right. Me got some updates for us. Let's check out the 2-minute drill with Mini Me. She said TMZ is dropping the downfall of Diddy, his defense on Tubi, March 27th. Okay, so that's actually Thursday. So we'll probably cover that. Dang, hey, Mona, you gonna miss it because I'm probably gonna cover that on Friday. If it drops Thursday, I'm probably gonna cover it and recap it on Friday. So we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you, Mona. What else you got for us, Mona? Let's see if is it still going. It's still loading. According to Mini B, U.S. to import millions of eggs from Turkey and South Korea to ease prices. I personally wouldn't trust it, and I don't like it. Y'all don't want the eggs either. Y'all, hey, look, South Korea can keep their eggs. Let's figure out another plan. I like that they're trying. I like the effort. But I don't like the execution. So let's try somebody else's eggs. Okay, more than 100, according to Mini Me, more than 160,000 counterfeit U.S. forever stamps were seized in Chicago. What y'all got going on in Chicago? What the hell y'all got going on in Chicago? You know who I think we missing today? I think we Jennifer and my mind drawing a blank. Jennifer and Amy. I don't think I seen Jennifer and Amy today. I seen Jennifer last night in the And I Don't Like It Army on Facebook. It's so many people joining the And I Don't Like It Army. It's crazy. Let's see what else the other news we got going on, y'all. Oh, they working? Yeah, I figured they were. I was just noticing, just saying. I noticed that I didn't see them. We gotta work. We gotta work. Still loading. Still loading. Breaking news, Jen was here. She's at work, and Amy had to take her daughter to take a state test. I don't know why ain't nobody else talking about Luigi, man. Ain't nobody talking about Luigi, but they really was taking people accounts and stuff. They were taking people accounts and stuff away. So people stopped talking about Luigi. Trump yesterday announced 25% tariffs on any trade with countries that buy oil or gas from Venezuela to pressure Venezuela over alleged trend de Aragua. I don't know what that is talking about. Right. Yeah, I actually thought it was Wednesday. I was like, damn, this week going by fast, but then it was Tuesday. I was like, oh no, it ain't. It's going by slow. I thought it was Wednesday today. I was about to say happy hump day. Trump officials text war plans to a group that chat in secure app that included a journalist. Yeah, I did see that. They was asking Trump about that, giving our secrets away. 23andMe has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and announced the resignation of CEO and co-founder Ann. I don't know that last name. What is going on with the news? What else did we have in here that I didn't? Is there anything else I didn't talk about? Jam Master Jay. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Diamond. I got a pretty good memory. My memory is pretty good. Now I see they talking about the Lil Rod situation. I'm trying to see if anything broke, if any news broke, but nothing really broke that we needed to talk about. Nothing right now. I'm looking through my notes. Man, one thing about Facebook, it's gonna tell you when somebody's birthday is, ain't it? You should never miss a birthday on Facebook. Oh, thank you. Yes. So yeah, we just getting into it. I'm about to see before we get out of here. What else? What else we got going on? Hey, did y'all see the United Airlines flight had to make a U-turn 2 hours in to the flight because the pilot forgot their passport, and they only gave passengers $15 for meal vouchers. Um, it says the United Airlines flight bound for Shanghai had to turn back mid-journey after the pilot realized they didn't have their passport. The flight carrying 257 passengers departed LAX around 2 p.m. on Saturday on their 13 and a half hour trip to China. And after nearly 2 hours in the air, the plane had to turn around and landed in San Francisco. A passenger vented on X about the inconvenience and said, $15? Man, you just added 5 hours onto a 13-hour trip. and you only gonna give me $15, and I don't like. I would take that $15 and shove it up United's. You know what? Take that and shove it up. $15. $15. That is, they should have gave them a lot more than that. And why is you leaving your passport, man? You a pilot. You know you gotta have your passport. Red Man saying he ain't hanging out with Method Man no more. Omarion still cussing people out. Did y'all see Omarion cussing people out on stage? That shit was funny. It's been pretty slow though. I ain't gonna lie. This kind of been a slow news week. Right. $15? That is, man, why are they so cheap with accommodations now these days? Like, damn, you added a whole, because you got to think, you went 2 hours. No, shit. You added, well, 2 hours is going to have anyway. So, boom. Yeah, you added like 4 or 5 hours onto somebody's trip. That ain't worth $15 to me. You add 5 hours on to my trip. I want $50 at least. And I'm only saying $50 because you got to give it to everybody. So I understand they can't give away too much money, but $15 is a smack in the face. I wouldn't even fly you no more. Spirit would do better. I'd rather fly Spirit, because if they did that, they're going to give you more than $15. What the hell can you buy with $15? You can. Is there anything you can buy at the airport for $15? I don't think it's anything you can buy. I think the minimum is like $18 for anything. Oh yeah, thanks, Mini Me. See, hey, the show ain't gonna get uploaded when Mini Me. Once Mini Me go back to work, and it is ready. Thank you, Mona. So I'm working on it right now, getting them loaded. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. All right, I'm getting them all loaded, y'all. Be patient. Let's have some patience, guys. Episode contains explicit material. Boom, boom, boom. Save it. Publish it. Boom. Apple and Spotify are officially up thanks to Mona. Oh yeah, they can get a pack of gum. That's a good idea. They can get a pack of gum. So they put 15 hours, 5 extra hours on a 14-hour flight, and they can get a pack of gum. Yeah, what we gonna do without Mona? The whole Apple and Spotify show wouldn't even been uploaded today if it wasn't for Mona. Oh, look at Jennifer, y'all. She was just sprinting a stretcher through the hospital. Jennifer was just flying through the hall, y'all. Yeah, who gonna call out the ghetto hoes on Friday? That's a good question, y'all. We gonna need somebody else to call out the ghetto hoes now. Mona ain't gonna be around. Everybody thank Jennifer for all she does. Yep, Shauna, you gonna have to bring all the news that Mona bring. And you can't miss one story. Anybody trying to do Mona's role, you can't miss one story. If you miss one story, you done fucked up. Michelle said Amy will call out the ghetto hoes. All right, cool. Long as we got the ghetto hoes covered. Great. I appreciate y'all for taking care of the ghetto hoes. But yeah, we are going to continue. Tour going good. Had some good conversations yesterday. This tour about to be crazy. I'm excited, and I might have some early dates too, because people are kind of wanting me to do some stuff in May. So I'm gonna keep you all posted, but I might be doing some stuff in May. Just like some meetups. So I keep you all posted. I'll know more as this week progresses, but it's a lot going on, y'all. Yeah, y'all. So what else going on? Oh yeah, this tour about to be fire. It's gonna be better than anybody else's podcast tour. I guarantee that. It's gonna make everybody else's live podcast tour look like a school assembly. Y'all remember those boring assemblies used to have in school? Y'all go to the whatever the big auditorium was, and you get some good sleep. That's what the other podcast live tour is gonna look like compared to mine. It's gonna look like a child elementary assembly about opera. No, I didn't see that one. I gotta look it up. Oh, I love skate rink party. That's a good idea, Amy. I like that idea, Amy. I love to skate. I'm a pretty good skater too. I love to skate. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know they're gonna copy. You know they're gonna copy. But the only thing you can't copy is because you gotta have it. And the Flow Show No Filter has it. You gotta have the it factor. If your show don't have the it factor, ain't no point in touring. Ain't nobody gonna want to come see it. The Flow Show has the it factor. You can't describe it. You just know it got it. And so we're gonna take this puppy on the fucking road. We taking this on the road. Yeah, skating would be a good idea. A good concept to bring somewhere, a skating party. I could do a live episode at a skating rink. I could do a live episode while everybody's skating. Oh no, but they be playing music and stuff though. So I can't be doing it while the music going. We're not didn't that dreamer have to get out of here? I thought I saw, yeah, I did see Not Dreaming. Did she have to get out of here? Amy said they can rent a whole skating rink out there for $100. That's sweet. Definitely got to keep the idea. You might have to put it in the and I don't like it group thing where we trying to keep all the ideas at. Amy. Amy, you got to go to the flow show. Go to the and I don't like it army and put that suggestion in the put it in the the thing Jennifer made. Diamond got her skateboard. That's what's up. As we let the time go. Yeah, put it in the tour chat. Amy scared? I ain't never heard Amy scared. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I like the skating ideas. Because the skating is a good idea because you can kind of do the show before and then like kind of skate and do all that afterwards, and we can do the meet and greet and stuff like that. I think that's a good idea. Oh yeah, have you been to a black I've been to the Black Rodeo. It comes to Detroit. I never been there. Is it nice? Is the Black Rodeo in Detroit nice? I literally never been there. Trying to find some I was looking for this one story I wanted to discuss. 100 grams of Fenty and over 250 grams of Coca-Cola was just seized in Cleveland during a drug bust. Wow, what are they doing in my city, y'all? Any Wendy Williams news? What's going on with Wendy? She still locked up? Anybody heard any recent updates on Wendy? Y'all heard any news on Wendy Williams? I haven't seen any updates. I've been looking, but I haven't seen any updates on Wendy Williams. But when it comes through, I'm gonna definitely let y'all know. I was trying to see if y'all saw any Wendy Williams. One thing I do know is they are destroying these Teslas, y'all. Have y'all been paying attention to all the vandalism going on with the Teslas? They are setting the Teslas on fire. They are destroying them, beating them. What y'all think gonna come out of that? What y'all think about the Tesla thing? Dang, they got people who just walking up to their Teslas, y'all, and the Teslas just keyed. They taking key and just running through all the Teslas. And they blaming it on liberals. They saying that the liberals are unhinged. This is their words, not mine. Dang, so they got one. Hey, look, they got one person, y'all. He was walking, he walked by the Tesla, he keyed the Tesla car, and then he walked into his apartment. He didn't know that the Tesla was recording him the whole time. So this nigga, he about to go to jail. Man, they are keying the hell out of these Tesla cars. They keying them, they setting them on fire. This is getting serious. This is getting serious, y'all. I don't know what's gonna come of it. Wow. Yeah, they going crazy with these Teslas, man. They're going crazy with these Teslas. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but I know Elon Musk probably gotta be pissed off because they are dropping the values of those Teslas like crazy. What is Amy talking about? Pick me up with one arm, with one arm. JD Vance saying Elon making them look bad, saying he's not American, he's South African. Why is he still here? They want Elon gone. Yeah, they definitely want Elon gone, y'all. They want Elon ass gone. They tired of him. Yeah, they had JD. They say Vance tired of Elon Musk. Y'all seen this leaked audio of JD Vance talking about Elon and how he's not an elected official and how he's running the country? He isn't even American. JD Vance been going off, but the leaked audio ain't real. But they do know that JD Vance really is not feeling Elon. But just so y'all know, that leaked audio is not real. They saying that leaked audio is AI. Man, it's been a crazy day in the news. See what I'm gonna do today. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Y'all, let's get out of here. Be easy, everybody. Let's get the amounts in the chat. Let's get the amounts in the chat. We about to get the hell up out of here. I don't know if I see my boy Kobe, Amy, Shauna, Mini Me, everybody in the building, Jennifer, everybody. Everybody love y'all. We out. Shauna said she out. Michelle out. Jennifer out. Hey, y'all, be safe. Thanks for rocking with me for another show, The Flow Show No Filter, every day at 7:30 a.m. on YouTube, or you can catch us on Apple and Spotify and all the other major podcast platforms. We kicking ass and we taking names. I'm out. Happy Taco Tuesday. Make sure y'all comment when this is over. The only one that knows how to comment when this closes is Lauren. So somebody else, y'all need to, when this live is over, come back to it and leave a comment in the comment section. It's very simple. Love y'all.